Hey guys, what's up? LiftyMan190 here, coming at you with a video review of my GeminiAces 172 scale F-4M Phantom 2, also known as the Phantom FGR.2. So this aircraft I've wanted for a long time. Well, just not necessarily this particular airplane, just an F-4M or really an F-4K, which is a Phantom FG1. Yeah. I've wanted one for a long time and finally found one that didn't really break the bank. I guess it kind of helped that my birthday was just, not that long before I bought this. Alright, so we'll take a look at the box. It's basically like a Gemini 200 box. I think probably pretty similar to a 767 Gemini 200 box. It's got a snap, like the bigger, or just like the 1-200s. I was gonna say the bigger ones, but all the 1-200 boxes are like that. Alright, so we got, like, here's where the model would be. Stand comes in two pieces, there and there. Here's the little, like, collector card. 984 of 1248. And it comes with a ton of bags. All the parts are in different bags. This was like, I just took it somewhere, so I had here's more bags. Here's something else. Anyways, so yeah, there's a ton of bags for all the different parts. Here's the information about the airplane. Why is this special? The K, the M, so the FG1, the FGR.2, it's that right there. There's Rolls-Royce engines instead of GE, so that's like different. So yeah, that's the big thing. It says the same stuff that it says on like a regular Gemini Jets box. From the top, side, top, bottom, and the other side. Alright, so let's take, here is actually the stand real quick. It's two pieces. I don't really trust it. It's not the screws aren't all the way in, so it's a little flimsy, but I still like, I think that's supposed to go into the engines, but I don't really trust it. Won't be using it. Alright, so let's take a look. First of all, you see that this is kind of broken, sort of. Here's the piece that's supposed to be on the front, like that. It comes with these two nose gears, this one and the one that's in there. These British planes, if they were on the carrier, this obviously wouldn't be because this is an RAF aircraft, but if it was on the carrier, the British Royal Navy, the Fleet Air Arm, they requested a very like a double extension nose gear for a catapult, to be launched off their aircraft carriers. So that's what this is for. It actually doesn't really work with this model. It tips back all the time. If you cannot get it to stay stay upright. You just cannot. And the reason why this is actually off is both of these were like stuck together, I guess, by the glue somehow. I guess maybe the glue or the epoxy or whatever. Whatever they were using, somehow basically these were stuck together. And I really was trying to be careful, but I could tell that it kind of pulled, something, and yeah, didn't work out that well in the end, obviously, because it fell off, but they were stuck together, and so that's how that happened. Really wish it didn't happen that way, but whatever. So yeah, we'll start from the front. You got the two. They got blue, are all around the canopies. And it looks like if you look at it this way, it looks like an F-4J, which these airplanes, the FG-1 and the FGR.2, were based on the F-4J. So very similar. Actually, one thing I will say, the intakes are actually larger than on an actual J or any other version, because these Rolls-Royce engines are not turbojets, they're turbofans, need a little bit more airflow, so that is why these engines or the intakes rather, are wider. And you can actually tell it on the when you look at this versus any of my other ones, because they all have GEs. So there's the Royal Air Force roundel. What's really cool about this Gemini F4 mold is the ailerons do move, not too much. I don't want to break it or anything. Whoop. The ailerons move, so it's pretty cool. And also, something wants to fall out. Anyways, so there's the different burner cans, and the actual moving part is inside there. The elevators move. Up there. So that's pretty cool. And also the rudder does move. So that's pretty cool. Not like the Hobbymaster one. Sorry, I'm gonna just make sure that the landing gear is all, solid so it doesn't fall. Here we go. That's better. It didn't move when I put it down this time, so that's good. Anyways, here's the other side of the aircraft. The one thing I did notice that is different between the molds, like these little guys here, they're on the Hobbymaster airplanes, but there are no antennas along the backbone, like the spine of the aircraft. A little bit disappointing, but oh well. And I did just notice there are no nav lights like there are on Hobbymaster aircraft. Here, let's get... I have my RF-4E over here, a little bit closer. There's no antennas on the back of this one, but there are on the other ones, so I know that Hobbymaster does pay attention to those. See nav lights there, and not present on the Gemini aircraft. Let me put the RF-4E back. There we go. So yeah, and then here, so we'll be done with the airplane for a second. Here's the weapons load. Got your 4 Sparrows, 4 Sidewinders, and gas tanks. Nothing over the top. Not really too much over the top. I just kind of like looking at this one in a clean configuration, so with nothing. Here's all the other stuff. I got the plugs for the gear. Then there's also the open gear door. I'm just not messing with that. These are actually part of the gear on Hobbymaster aircraft. They're the very outboard sections of the main gear doors. Well, I guess the parts that's actually stuck to the gear itself. So that's what that is. The very outboard tips of that, basically. So yeah, I think that's gonna be about it here with this F4. This is number 10. in my collection of F4s. First one that's not Hobbymaster. That's in 172. One more thing to note, just of the with this mold, it's definitely heavier, much heavier than a Hobbymaster airplane. If you hold, this one in a any one of the Hobbymasters in in your hands, you'll definitely note that this is a much heavier airplane, or model rather. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. And like and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks.